everyone, I hope you're doing well today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Either way, I'm super glad to have you. So as you can see, today's video, we're going to take it back to the basics on this channel with a good solid bag review, and I figured what better way to do that than to talk about a piece that I just added to my collection, which is the Louis Vuitton king size toiletry case, also known as a wash bag. I think people refer to this a few different ways, but nonetheless, I've wanted one of these babies for a long time. Finally got my hands on it, so I figured we would sit down and go over it together. So we'll touch on some of the info. We'll do a 360 view of the exterior and interior, show you some of the details, and yeah, we'll go from there. So with that being said, you all, if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please make sure to leave those in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and jump into this beauty. So this bag, the main piece of the canvas is very similar to a Speedy in the way that it is one continuous piece. So one side's going to be upright, and as it wraps around the underneath, it's going to be upside down on the rear side. I guess you could say this is the back and this is the front. This thing is a lot bigger in person than I thought it was going to be, which is a good thing, I guess, because I think this is the very last travel size or toiletry case that I am going to need. I think I've got all the checks covered. But this is also a cute little touch too. This little strip of vachetta that connects both zippers. The zippers are very smooth. The vachetta is very soft. Again, it is very new, so it's not going to be as relaxed as it would be once it's aged. And then the large vachetta flap right here. It's just kind of what you hold on to when you unzip the bag. I'm going to get up close so you all can see. It is stunning. It is very soft. The leather is very soft. And right here under this little flap is a magnet. So you can zip first or you can undo the magnet, whichever works. I just pull the zipper back and hold on to this little thing right here. It is a little difficult to open. It does help that the zippers are super soft, but this is not one of the easiest bags to get into, so keep that in mind. The interior is very soft as well. This is going to be, I think this is very similar to the old school linings that they used to put in the Speedies, but this one is coated, so it's going to be, you know, moisture repellent. You don't have to worry about water or anything getting in here and causing a problem. And then again, here is the magnet that secures the clasp closed. It's also engraved with Louis Vuitton. The gold coloring is stunning. I absolutely love it. So there is that. Let's look at the alignment a little bit before we get into the interior. So along the lid that opens, there is going to be the hollowed out flowers. They are going to be what aligns the zippers right here. And then on the top sides, it's going to be like the stars, and they match up with the flower pattern along the top as well. And then everything just carries over perfectly from the sides to the front and back. Everything just aligns perfectly. That's one of the main things I always look for. You guys know that. So yeah, there's that. This is a beautiful color canvas, by the way. It does feel significant and sturdy. It doesn't feel thin and flimsy. Although this is a hollow bag right now, so it's going to kind of give. But yeah, so that is the exterior. And let's go ahead and take a better look at the inside. I'm not really sure what to do with this part though once it's open. I mean, I guess you could like roll it and like sit it in your zipper. I mean, I guess you could do something like that to keep it out of the way. I don't really know. I'll do whatever works for me. So here is a look at the interior. Again, guys, this bag is very big. It's very wide. This thing will hold a lot of stuff. So if you're on the market for a toiletry bag, this is probably the way to go for you. I also brought a couple bags in here for size comparison, just so you would get a better idea of how big it is and what exactly it can hold. So again, here is the little vachetta stamping on the inside that says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. Glazing is gorgeous as usual. Now the one thing that I really liked about this bag, considering the size, it also has an interior pocket, which is awesome. So you can put, you know, dental floss, you can put Q-tips, you can put bobby pins, hair ties, whatever you feel fitting to put in your toiletry bag fits in this pocket perfectly. Here's the care cards and all that stuff that come with it. I mean, this bag's pretty big. It's not as deep, so I think it's about fingers depth, but it holds plenty. The interior, the lining is very soft. Again, it is coated, so you don't have to worry about any moisture. I just thought it was really stunning. This bag is very well made. I plan to get a lot of use out of this thing. And if you did not see or notice, the date code is going to be found at the opening end of the zipper. So it's very easy to see, it's very easy to find. It's not one of those tricky ones that you have to dig for or get into an interior pocket. That one's situated right along the seam, so it was really easy to see. But yeah, I've wanted one of these bags for quite some time. I'm super glad that I finally got my hands on one. And just like the zippers are so buttery. That's the only way that I can explain it. The zippers are so smooth. And then as soon as you zip the bag back closed, that magnet kind of grabs its place and then it closes and you hear the click. I think this is definitely a staple piece for anybody that likes travel size bags, toiletry bags. This is a must-have for sure. The size is amazing. The leather on it is super nice. Like I said, I've wanted one of these forever. I finally got one and I am very pleased with it. The dust bag also that it came with is very soft, substantial. The stamping is crisp, clean, and centered the way that it's supposed to be. That's always a plus. Oh yeah, and I said that I brought a few bags in here for size comparison. One of them being the Truce Pouch 28. Now you can see this is a vintage piece, so the canvas is going to be different. This one's going to be a lot more shiny. It's a hell of a lot older. But as you can see, the width is almost the same. I think the Truce pouch may be just a tad bit wider and also taller. But come on, when you come to how much stuff this thing is going to hold, it's going to hold, I think, a lot more than the Truce pouch does, considering the fact that this also has a large opening. It's easy to get into. It also has a little interior pocket and it has the bottle holders. You know, you all know this. We've been over these pieces before. So this does have its pluses, but the fact that this one is so big and open, you know, you can stuff like shower products in here, no problem. And for example, I brought my favorite body wash. So that thing just falls right in there. And you still have room around it. It still has plenty of room to fill. So, I mean, you could fit majority, if not all, of your shower necessities in this bag. And if anything leaks, you don't have to worry about the moisture because of the lining is protected. I also brought the Toiletry 15 just to put in here. It can stand up. You're going to have to squish it just a little to make sure that the zipper closes. But it lays down in here no problem. And I also brought the Cosmetic Pouch PM size, and that fits perfect. So you can fit both of those in there. Probably the body wash too if you need. Now this is a random little selection to pack in this, but I just wanted to bring some things in here just to show you exactly what fits. Like those three right there, bam, super easy. Okay, my PM pouch is right there. There we go. Like I said, this bag is not the easiest to open, so keep that in mind. But again, it gives your items extra security, so I don't really complain, but that is it. Okay, so if you hear that noise in the background, that is my cat knocking on the door. So, see, I don't even have an opportunity to get away and film. So, this thing holds quite a bit, to say the least. I am super glad to be an owner of this beautiful piece. I definitely think it should be a staple in your collection. If you're not a fan of the stiff zippers or a kind of tough bag to get into, this may not be for you, but if you like the added security, then maybe it is. I am a fan of the double zipper, and it also makes it a lot easier to get in with that wider opening. You know, you don't really have to pull this thing apart, so that is a plus. But I figured I would sit down and introduce this piece with you because it is new, and to show you the possibilities of it if you were interested. And yeah, so this bag was introduced originally October of 2007, and it got its name from the fact that it is the largest toiletry that is offered by Louis Vuitton, so it's pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, it just seems to me like the styling of this individual bag, it would have been around a lot longer. I was actually surprised that it, you know, it's only been around since '07. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be an iconic piece from here on out. I would hope, because they are stunning, and it is very versatile and very useful. So, I think that covers all the bases, guys. If there's anything that I didn't cover, let me know in the comment section below as usual. But I think that is it. I'm not sure how the glazing is coming off on camera. In person, it is stunning, as the others are. And the canvas, it's buttery. It does feel buttery, but it also feels substantial. So, to say the least, I'm super pleased with this bag. So, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will be chatting with you all in the comment section below. I thank you for watching. I thank you for listening to me, and hopefully you enjoy this piece as much as I do if you end up with one in your hands. I think that's it, guys. I will chat with you all in the next video. Keep your fingers crossed. It doesn't take me as long to return. I know I say that every time. My apologies. You guys know I love you. And I will be chatting with you all in the next video. Bye, you all.